Good morning, afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back in Madden 26 with a custom team build, but you guys are going to build it with me as we have this app, NFL Perry Pickems, where we can spin a random team, and we have all these positions here to build our team. We're going to have a series of rounds here, including offense, defense, and a couple other things. We're going to see how many of them we have to do, but let's just start off with some good old offense. All right, so Team A and B doesn't matter. We're just working off of Team A. Let's get our first random player from the Ravens. This is awesome. We're going to go, by the way, for our first round, we have quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, and 2 tight ends. But it is true wide receiver 1, 2, and 3, tight end 1 and 2, and running back 1 and 2. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves Lamar Jackson, 99. Oh, well, he was the 99 overall, but whatever he is now. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take the 4th best tight end in the entire game, Mark Andrews. All right, a pretty good first spin here is going to help us out. The Jets now is going to be a little bit more tricky. Yeah, these guys have nothing good at all. I don't necessarily want to use one of our wide receiver 1 spots on Garrett Wilson. So I think instead, we're going to take the hit and just go ahead and draft Adonai Mitchell. All right, team number 3 here for round 1, Dallas. Oh, I got to take either CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens, whoever's higher rated. Actually, I'm taking the wide receiver 2 here. Yeah, George Pickens is an 88 overall superstar wide receiver 2. I'm going to take that. Great choices so far. Go to Jacksonville. Yikes. Not exactly what you'd like to see. I might go I might go Tootin. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a rookie out of 76 overall for my running back 2. I feel like that's a pretty good choice. Still some big positions left to fill, and we're going to get Tampa. Hey, I might have to bring up Big Mike Evans. I'm going to go with Bucky Irving here. I would have loved Rashad White first off, but Bucky Irving is a really young running back who's already a superstar. He should get way better throughout the year. Still need our quarterback and wide receiver 1. Well, hello to Harold Fannin. Yeah, an 80 overall rookie at backup tight end. I'm taking it. All right, quarterback or wide receiver 1 here. We haven't gotten a lot of good QB options. I feel bad for passing up on Lamar Jackson, but do we take Caleb Williams here? A couple of videos ago, I watched Caleb Williams take the Raiders to to a Super Bowl. So I'm going to trust him in the hands of this team. So finally, who is going to be our wide receiver 1? Oh, this is not good. So our pseudo wide receiver 1 is going to be Jaden Reed, although he's going to be playing in our 2 slot. All right, so here is the piece of round 1. We get Caleb Williams, Bucky Irving and Bashaw Tootin, Jaden Reed, George Pickens, and Adonai Mitchell. And we get Mark Andrews and Harold Fannin. This was a pretty successful round 1. But now let's move on to round 2, and that's going to be the offensive line round. All right, here is our offensive line look. We get 5 offensive linemen here, and we'll start off with Colton Miller, the only shining star of this Raiders O-line. A 91 overall off of this team is really generous. All right, a win for round 1 right there. Minnesota, we're going to get Darisaw on the other offensive line side. Actually, the better offensive lineman is Ryan Kelly at center. I didn't realize that. All right, another one here. We get Dallas, and I'm actually not sure who this is going to be. Yeah, this is going to be Tyler Smith. This is actually a really nice pickup, almost a 90 overall. All right, 2 more offensive linemen. We've built a nasty one so far, and now we're going to get some youth on it. So rookie Armand Membu will join this team and progress nice this year. Final offensive lineman to this core. Let's have it be a good one. Oh my goodness, we just landed Quentin Nelson. I mean, come on now. 94 overall superstar. This O-line is disgusting. And this O-line has been completed. This is so ridiculously good. So now let's move on to the defense, and we're going to start off with our secondary. 3 corners, corner 1, 2, and 3 on their true depth chart position, and 2 safeties, which is 2 starters and a backup. Let's go. All right, our offense is so let's have our defense be the same. It's not gonna do. We're gonna start off with Kevin Winston here at our backup safety. Already taking that slot up because, well, they don't have anything else for us, and he's a rookie. All right, let's not sell here, guys. Come on, Philadelphia. Thank you. Give me Quinton Mobay. Actually, give me DeJean. Yeah. Cooper DeJean is an 85 backup. I really want to take Jair, but I'm going to take DeJean here. All right, we already have someone who could be a leading corner for us, and we're going to get Derwin James. Oh my goodness. Well, that was an incredible outcome. Let's try and keep stacking it up. We are not going to actually get Minkah Fitzpatrick now. 89 overall. Come on now. All right, 2 more corners left, a 3 and a 1, and we're going to get our 3 here. Shavon Revel, you're coming to our team because this defense is poop-poop. Cornerback 1, another important position led to the chance. Ooh, and we're going to get J.C. Horn, 89 overall. He should be a little higher, though. All right, we got 5 linebackers here that can go anywhere on the field. Starting off with Detroit, I wish this was edge rusher. Jack Campbell is actually a dog at an 87 overall. I didn't realize how good he was, but he's coming to our team. By the way, this is 3 starting linebackers and 2 backups just to make it equal. Oh my goodness, this is elite. Dude, if we were doing anything else here, if we were doing edge rusher, oh my goodness. But this is actually not a very good one, and they don't have much depth really anywhere. So I'm just gonna snag Aziz Al-Shaair, and then we're just going to move him to our Sam. All right, we have Jack Campbell in the middle, Aziz out on the edge, and now Indianapolis, Zaire Franklin, or we could try and get a backup out of the way. Wow, these guys have like truly awful backups. I really don't want to use my final starter pick on Jermaine Pratt, so I'm going to pick up Jalen Charlies. Not a great pick, but we got a backup out of the way, which is nice. Give me a really good linebacker here. We might take Diane Henley. Yeah, I'm taking another backup here in Troy Dye, because this is just really not good. All right, our final starting linebacker, our Sam, is gonna be from the Falcons. This could be elite. So we're actually gonna get Caden Ellis, which is a pretty good pull here. I'm not mad at this at all. All right, so here's our final linebacking core. I wouldn't say it's as strong as everything else we've built, but hey, it doesn't need to be good if everything else is so good. So finally, we have our defensive line. This includes 4 edge rushers and 4 defensive tackles for a total of 8. It's going to be a little bit long, but I mean, this is what we need. We get 2 starting edge rushers, 2 backup edge rushers, 2 starting D tackles, 1 starting D tackle, 2 backup D tackles, and a 3rd string D tackle. It took a while to explain. We got Pittsburgh on our first spin, and we're going to take our boy, of course, TJ Watt. Actually, Cam Hayward is a 95 overall, and overall, even though he's old, I still want to take him. All right. D-tackle 1 out of the way, and now we go to Denver, and we get Nick Benito off the edge. Yeah, I mean, 91 overall superstar, give him to me. Also, we get Nick Benito, but we're also decreasing the D-tackles by 1, because I don't need that many D-tackles. Next team, up on the block, Chris Jones, thank you. We are building the retirement home. So I forgot that we can't take 2 starting D-tackles, so I'm going to take Charles Amenahu. And we're just going to take him because he's a backup and he'll fill that slot out nicely. All right, a backup already taken is good. Indianapolis. We're probably going to take another backup here because actually we might take Grover Stewart at backup D-tackle. Yeah, an 85 overall backup is excellent. All right, let's finish out our starters here. Shall we, Tampa? No, we are probably getting a backup again. We're going to take Logan Hall at D-tackle 3 because he's honestly a pretty good overall for D-tackle 3. All right, so we need an edge rusher and a backup edge rusher. Cincinnati's going to give us that boy, Trey Hendrickson. A 90 overall is going to complete this unbelievable D-line. So now we just need a backup edge rusher, our first non-stressing one, and we're just going to go ahead and get a Raven. And we're going to take a rookie, Mike Green. That's good. All right, the new D-line is right here, and this is absolutely stacked. And there's just one quick more round. And this is all just a little bit behind the things stuff. And we're going to have kicker, punter, head offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I don't know a lot about the coordinators. I might take Tyler Bass if he's still high overall. Bill's offense is always really good, so I'm going to take Sean McDermott's offense, which is now Joe Brady's, but it's Sean McDermott's in the game. This is a pretty quick round right here. Next up, Denver. Oh, I want that defense, but I kind of really want Will Lutz. Actually, I'm definitely taking this Sean Payton defense. This was a championship game, actually. We're not championship. This was right before the championship game, which is crazy. So we need a kicker and a punter. I like getting our coaches out of the way. Not taking Jake Moody, which leaves that boy Tress Way. Who is going to be our kicker? We saw how important they are with Jason Myers. Not Jake Moody. Thank you. It's going to be, what, Matt Gay? This says Jake Moody. It's not. It's actually Eddie Pinheiro, which I actually really like. He had a really good year. And so with that, the team is set. So we put in franchise, and let's just see how it looks. All right, let's start this off by looking at the special teams. Eddie Pinheiro is a 77 overall. He's pretty good. And Tress Way also is going to play pretty darn good. Defense is up next. And I mean, this is still so elite. Kevin Winston is hidden dev. Derwin is great. Minka is great. These edge rushers are so nasty and orange. We have pretty good linebackers. The D-line should be pretty good. I hope they can get enough pressure. But this edge rusher duo should be enough. And then our corners are great. J.C. Horn and Cooper DeJean will hold it down. And then Revel is he's there. Offense is so elite. Caleb Williams is a great pull. Bucky Irving, and you should have been nerfed. Tootin is the backup. Pickens is our 1. Then it's Reed. And then Adonai Mitchell, which is still pretty good. I still kind of like that. O-line is elite. Colton Miller, Ryan Kelly, Quentin Nelson breaking that 90 mark. Smith and Membu are still down there, but they are all good. Nobody's below an 83. Then Andrews and Fannin is really nice. So we're just going to go ahead and sim this season and see how it goes. Our first game of the season is against the 78 overall Raiders. This should not be a competition. I'm going to show you guys just the summary of each drive because this video is already pretty long. Now I'm just going to show you one play from every drive, and hopefully this isn't even a competition. All right, 3rd down. Let's stop them early. Coach wants to bring a big blitz. Come on, let Kirk cook. Oh my God, Jack Beck just got so incredibly open. That was man coverage, and Minka Fitzpatrick can't catch up to him. Raiders start off with a touchdown, wide open. All right, I just rework this play, and that is what? An overthrow by Caleb? Are you kidding me? That was wide open. All right, 3rd and 15 here. Let's get our lick back. Can't allow anything big open. And that is a Raiders penalty. He's going to throw it up, and that's just incomplete and a penalty. Whatever happens, we're getting this ball back. Oh my God, we get a safety. We are going to get a safety off of that. I guess it was a holding inside. I don't know, but either way, we're going to get some 2 points on the board, and we get a great return here. All right, let's get a little run going. Oh my God, Bucky Irving, just what? What is this game? We have a blocked extra point. This isn't even on arcade. We have a blocked extra point. We have a safety, and now we have Bucky Irving getting literally put into the air with the ball getting... What is this? Look at this play. He just got put in the air, and this guy, it literally went through Caleb's hands. Like, this formation is getting so much usage. We just got to get that out. Oh, we have to punt. That is going to end the first quarter. We currently have a bomb Kirk Cousins to Zach Besh touchdown, followed by a blocked extra point, a safety, and a fumble touchdown. What is happening? Fumble, please. Yes, fumble. Let's go. We have the ball. Beautiful pick. Beautiful pick. Andrews holds on to it. We are in this game, man. This has not been good. All right, this has not been good. Please do not let it happen. Please do not. Let's go. Coop. DeJean. Oh, big return. Big return. Oosh. Let's go. First down for us. All right. What? What? Are you kidding me? What is happening? Tonka Hemingway? Bro, it's Tonka Jahari. Great idea. Well, at least they're... Oh, I was going to say at least they're not running it, but there's another touchdown for the Raiders. Dante Thornton is going to get in there. This pretty much all relies on you, considering you did just drop the last pass. Please! Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, fumble! I have the ball. I have the ball. I'm sing it right now. Like, Mark Andrews has 2 touchdowns. Oosh! Let's go. Bow, bow, bow. If we happen to make them turn the ball over here. Well, that's... Oh my God. Almost intercepted, but we get the ball back either way. Trey Hendricks is playable. I don't know if you knew that or not. Because you're playing like you didn't. Give it to Andrews. That's intercepted. That's actually a pick 6. Because I have stupid... fat chuds trying to chase him down. And instead of getting a touchdown, they are going to get a touchdown. That's actually so fun, and we're going to go into half. Just down. Every team is third. This game is awful, but it's also so incredible. Like, I don't know how to explain it. We're going to go into half down like 10. I've lost track. Down 11. Weird score to go down to, but we're going to come back and we're going to win. Defense is playing good, which is not realistic. How in the world is this ball, like, what are the physics? Plays. This is so annoying. Guys, if Kirk Cousins gets... He just dove. That's Kirk Cousins diving. Oh my God. Young Kirk could move. And now number 0, Raiders Kirk Cousins. Oh my God. This game is just so annoying. I think clock runoff is the most idiotic thing in this game. Oh, let's do it. Let's go, George. Let's go, George. Hey! I don't know why you didn't showboat like I wanted you to. If I got down on the 1 there, I would have killed somebody. We got the tutty. Oh my God. If Kirk Cousins has 2 rushing touchdowns on us, I'm going to shoot somebody. It is 30 trillion thousand million-year-old Kirk Cousins, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns on us. He might get player of the week. I'm going here. That's not what I meant to throw, and that is an interception? How is... that's a pick. I don't understand how it's a pick, but it is. All right, they're just going to run out here, so I'm going to call it. This was possibly the worst game of football ever orchestrated. I don't understand how these scores came to be. It included multiple defensive touchdowns, multiple fumbles, and a safety, and a missed extra point. So I'm just going to send you guys into the full season, and let's see. I assume my record prediction right now, let's give ourselves a good, I'm going to say 16-1, because this team is so elite. Let's see if we're able to make the Super Bowl. All right, so the first time maybe ever I undersell us, but we're still going to the playoffs, 12-5 record. We look pretty darn good. We start our playoff journey in New England. We're going against Buffalo, our division rival, who are 11-6. Let's just see if we can move on here. I think we definitely should be able to. Well, we start off with an absolute no contest, 24-10 win, and we are moving on. By the way, I just want to say, if you know what that coach isn't Mike Vrabel, it's definitely not. Our new guy is Agent Perry. Agent Pete, come on now, you know the man. And now we're going to move on to the Los Angeles Chargers, a harder opponent who went 14-3. They were absolutely lethal this year. And let's see if we can just neutralize them. We are not home for this. We are away. Another 2-possession win here as we get a field goal at the end of the 4th quarter. 17-7. The Chargers are going home, and we are in the AFC Championship game. We are just a smidge away from the Super Bowl. Let's fully make it there. And now we play the Baltimore Ravens, who are also 14-3. I don't know if the Chargers were, but they are 14-3. This team is unbelievable. And you know what? We could have stolen their quarterback, which could have bounced them from the playoffs. Let's see if we can beat Lamar Jackson and prove that Caleb Williams was the right choice. All right, we're going to hop in here. 3.5 minutes left. It's 2nd and 1. This is the first down. No, I'm tweaking already. It's going to be a handoff here, and Bucky is going to actually not go anywhere. What I was trying to say is that was the second play of the drive. The first play went for 9 yards, but it just didn't let me watch it. All right, 2:45 left on the clock. 4th and 1. We need to get this. It's a pass. Williams slings. He's got Mark Andrews, the former Raven, and he's got a first down. 1st and 10. Handoff, and there's nowhere to go. Why are we still running it? Bucky Irving has 11 rushes for 17 yards, which is awful, and we need to try and not burn up a lot of clock here. 2nd and 13. Williams rolls out, and he's going to run for it. Not going to get much. 3rd and 10 here. 3rd and 10. Williams looking to throw. Gets it out to Andrews, and he's got a little over half of it. 4 yards to go. So the whole season will come down to this play right here. 4th and 4. Williams to throw. Goes deep. Oh, my goodness. George Pickens down to the 1. Are you kidding me? Why did we take a timeout there? We're trying to burn clock. Like, what are we doing? But George Pickens just made a game-saving play. 1st and goal. Williams makes audibles. It's going to be a read option. He's going to keep it. He fumbles. No! Caleb sells the game on a read option. He saw what Kirk Cousins did. And now Chidobe Awuzie is going to take the ball from him. And this season is over. And just like that, our season is halted at the AFC Championship. Lamar Jackson was able to bring us down in a low-scoring defensive game, and that is going to send us home to Cancun, where we are not going to get that Super Bowl trophy. Patriots couldn't do it in real life, and they can't do it in this simulation, and that means that we just have to check the stats and see if the Ravens will make the AFCs the champion of the year. I don't know what I'm saying right now. What I was trying to say is that we're going to do the stats now. Caleb Williams had an absolutely outstanding year. Almost 4,000 yards. I think it's hilarious that Caleb Williams falls just short of 4,000 even when he's not on the Bears. This is just so funny. 41 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. This is an awesome season for him. This is absolutely baller right here. And honestly, if he had a couple more yards, it might be MVP level. Bucky actually had a really good year. 1,268 yards and 7 touchdowns, 5 fumbles is absolutely outrageous. Maybe he was not the right choice there. But Bashaw Tootin didn't do anything really either. George Pickens at 1,100 yards on the dot and 15 touchdowns is a very good season. 977 yards and 7 touchdowns out of Adonai Mitchell. Interesting that he was R2. R3 was Jaden Reed, 949 and 9. And then Mark Andrews, 624 and 5. Tyler Smith, not a great year. 14 sacks allowed. Colton Miller allowed 9. But everything else is great. Quentin Nelson had 4, and then 2 from the rookie Membu and Ryan Kelly. Our defense was absolutely insane, and Nick Benito won Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely. 139 tackles, Caden Ellis, 131 Jack Campbell, and 103 Derwin James. TFLs, there were 12 out of Cam Hayward, 9 out of Grover Stewart, and then 8 out of Nick Benito and Trey Hendrickson. And this is where Defensive Player of the Year comes in, because Nick Benito had 30 sacks. That is by far the record beater. That's Myles Garrett's record, beaten by 6 sacks. 6 whole sacks. That is just absolutely insane. 13.5 more out of Cam Hayward and 8.5 more out of Caden Ellis. This pass rush is just unbelievable. Interceptions, 4 out of Derwin James, 2 out of Cooper DeJean and J.C. Horn. I mean, our boys were ball hawks this year. 10 deflections out of Jack Campbell, 7 DeJean, and then 6 from J.C. Horn. 3 forced fumbles out of Caden Ellis. He had an absolutely great year. I mean, he was everywhere. He was in the air. He was on the ground. He was doing everything. 2 out of Jack Campbell, and then 1 out of a bunch of guys. Block kicks, we had none. No safeties, and no touchdowns this year. Eddie Pinheiro had a pretty good year, 85%. Almost perfect on the extra points except for 1 block. And then he had a 57 long. Tress Way also had a good year. Only 1 block kick, 15 touchbacks, 12 inside the 20, and 2,800 net. In terms of predictions for awards, I think that we are going to go ahead and get Defensive Player of the Year easily. Maybe, no, we're not going to get Coach of the Year. So the Packers will beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl 24-17. The Josh Jacobs will win Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP, like in real life, is going to be Matthew Stafford. Coach of the Year was your boy, Agent Perry. Like and subscribe for that, by the way. Oh, Offensive Player of the Year was Puka Nacua. Defensive Player of the Year was Nick Benito, our boy. Come on now. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Tedero McMillan. And Defensive Rookie of the Year was Carson Schlesinger. Video MVP was pretty obviously Nick Benito with the 30 sacks, NFL record. I mean, come on, he's going to win it. And then he's going to send us off with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe down below because I could really use it. Your engagement really helps me with these videos. And that's going to do it. Any ideas you guys have, put them down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out and goodbye.